Hi, this is Tammy, and this is our October calendar. And what I decided to do was do some fun things for this month. Um, One thing is that I had some feedback that several people had trouble with with the April calendar, which was a lot of coloring and freeform. So I thought I would actually tackle that one more time and maybe try to slow it down and explain the freeform tool a little bit better so that everybody could tackle that challenge and feel really comfortable with it. So to start out for this month, we're going to use the Modern Medley stamp brush set. This looks like designer series paper, but it's actually a stamp brush set. So the first thing we want to do with this punch is turn it into a white punch. So I am going to actually this time hit the color fill, and I'm just going to select white. So again, I highlighted the punch and then I selected color fill and white. Now we're going to go over to our stamps, and I'm going to pick, I actually have it selected already, but in order to find it, it's just under the normal stamp brush sets, and you just scroll down and select Modern Medley. Or actually, maybe it's under the designer. It is. It's under designer. So I apologize. Said that wrong. All right. So we're going to use the arrows one up here on the top. So just make sure it doesn't go on your photo box. You saw that just turned blue. You don't want that to happen. Okay. So just drag it over, and it's a huge stamp. So we have to crop it. And I cropped it pretty big to start out with. I just kind of took a shot at it. And mainly the reason why I want to do this is I want to shrink it down a little bit. So let's see. I don't want to probably shrink it down that much because I wanted about 2 rows to show here. So let's just kind of reduce it a little bit, kind of get a feel, because we want it to come up here a little bit less. It's getting close to what I want. Yeah, that looks about right. So now I'm going to go back into the crop and see if I can shrink it down a little or bring it over here. And let's see, we're going to bring it over, I want to say maybe about right there. Just kind of eyeball it in the beginning. See how close you can get. Now I can see that I just need to get a little bit of this off and a little bit of that. So actually there's a really easy way you can do, instead of messing around with the cropping, what I actually did was I just went to my punches and I dragged over a square punch and kind of did this. I just made it long and I filled it with white. Hit OK, and then I copy and pasted that. So Control C, Control V, and then flip that around and just cover this other side. It's a lot easier. Oops, it looks like that didn't copy and paste very good. So let's go Control C, Control V, and let me click on this new one, and yeah. Okay, and that way, if you just cover it up, you don't have to worry about cropping it perfectly. So then we'll just go to the layers resource over here and move that all the way to the bottom above the white square punch. And so there you've got your whole background. Now what we want to do for the photo box is we want to fill that with white. So first we're going to click on the photo box, then we're going to go to our background papers, go all the way to the bottom, drag the whisper white over until it turns blue, and just hit OK. The months should be gray already. You can double click on that and wait for the window to come up and just make sure. That would be basic gray. Should be both the days and the numbers. So if I go over here, I can see, yes, that's basic gray, and my weekday names are basic gray. So those are okay. Back to the photo box, we want the matte to be black. So we have to hit matte over here on Design Center and then change color, and that is going to be black. Okay, so we're all set. The next thing we want to do is add the little frame around the calendar numbers, and that is under stamps. Go back to Thoughtful Overlays, one of my favorites, which should be in the normal stamp list. Let's see, we're almost there. There we go. And it's, let's see if I can find it here. It's this one right here that shows like a big bold part. Okay, and then just kind of decrease that. And I had to, think I had to crop this. Oh, maybe not. Looks like we can get this to fit. All right, and so I did change the color though to Concord Crush. And I'm actually going to go back over to my layers palette, and actually first I want to move this way to the bottom because we've got lots of, I'm just using my little arrow keys to kind of position this in the right place. We've got a lot going on in this calendar, so I want to give myself lots of room. So I'm going to put it way at the bottom, and then I'm going to move this thoughtful overlay down below the numbers. I think that should be the right numbers right there. And that way you can click, nope, I didn't get the right ones. Ah, here they are, right there. Sometimes it's confusing when you have both calendars on the same page. Okay, and then you can click on the calendar numbers and move those down to where you want them. Okay, so now that we've got that set up, we are going to start working on the decorations up here. And so the first thing what you want to do is go to your postage stamp punch, which I think is under extras. I forgot to look before I started this. Postage stamp, where is it? Ah, there it is. Okay, so it is under extras. And when you bring this over, it's going to be really large, or larger than what you need. So you're going to want to decrease it quite a bit because we need to get 5 of these in here. And I think that's about right, maybe a teeny bit smaller. Might as well go ahead and put a drop shadow on it. And then we're going to want to color fill it. So we're going to hit color fill under punches in the Design Center, and we're going to select Wisteria Wonder. That's that one. Okay. And then you might as well go Control C, Control V. We need 2 of those. So you can drag one of them way down here. And then let's copy it one more time, copy and paste. And we're going to move it up to this corner, but we're going to now change the color again by hitting color fill. And this time we're going to call it Concord Crush. And then we're going to copy and paste it again. And the one down here is going to be basic gray. Again, hit color fill. I'm not really worrying too much about placement at this point. I just want to get them on here. And then one more time, one more paste. And we can go in the middle here and hit again color fill. And this one is going to be